Hello everyone, it's me Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel where I share all things pregnancy, postpartum, and motherhood related. I am a certified birth and postpartum doula, so that means that I support women and their families on their journey from conception to postpartum. If you have not had a chance yet, please check out my website at www.nurturebytip.com, where you can check out my doula services, my childbirth education courses, and you can also check out my blogs. Kitty, hey, Luna, cut it out. The cat is back, man. She's back. She won't leave me alone. Anyways, so Father's Day is fast approaching, and I felt the need to get on here and discuss a topic that concerns new dads. So when you think about the postpartum period and they bring up postpartum depression, we don't really think about dads and how this can be something that they can be affected by also. But did you know that there is such thing as paternal postpartum depression? This is something that affects 1 in 10 dads, okay? They develop symptoms of depression, anxiety, irritability, loss of appetite, loss of energy, feelings of worthlessness, after baby is born. These are just some of the signs that are shown. And a lot of people don't know, but during pregnancy, right, is her belly's growing, her hormones are changing, so are dad's hormones. So they actually lose testosterone, okay? When the baby is born, their testosterone levels drop. So that way they're able to form a bond with their new baby, which is freaking awesome. Like, I never really knew that until probably the last year or two when I was doing, studying. But yeah, their testosterone levels drop. This gives them the ability to bond with their baby and get to develop those things with baby just like mom is doing. But with that, in that drop in testosterone, there also can cause other issues. Like when you think of men, you think of men, they need their testosterone levels to be at a certain point, and sometimes when that drops, that can change things for them. Another thing that can cause men to suffer from this paternal postpartum depression can be the relationship. So before baby was born, it was mom, it was dad, y'all was cuddling and kissing, and y'all had time for each other, and things were completely different. Now baby is here, and sometimes dads do not feel included. It can kind of put a rift or a separation between the two of you, because mom's trying to focus on baby, trying to make sure baby's eating and doing all this stuff, and she wants to bond with baby, and sometimes dad can feel left out. There are financial pressures that men face. I mean, let's be real. We consider the man to be the head of the household, right? Mom is having to be at home. Dad still has to go out and make sure that he's making enough money to maintain the household, to make sure the bills are paid, to make sure now that he's able to afford diapers, formula, freaking car seat, stroller, daycare. These are things that can also cause pressure on dad, and it can create, depression and things like that in him. Not being able to talk about what it is that he's going through. You're a new dad, you don't know what to expect. You don't know if you're being a good father. Am I being a good support system for my wife or for my girlfriend, for my partner? Am I bonding with this baby closely enough? Am I holding him or her the right way? That's something that can also, lead to feelings of being anxious and can lead to depression. Also, another thing that can lead to, a man feeling depressed during this time is if he's already had a history. Just like for the woman, if the woman had a history of depression before a baby was born, her chances of having depression after a baby is born are incredibly likely, very high. And same for him. If he, was depressed before, with everything that's going on, feeling overwhelmed and, all of that, that can lead to this as well. Now, I brought all that up to say that even though this is something that is, can happen, it is likely to happen. Like I said, it affects 1 in 10 dads. You can make it through this. I tell my clients all the time, and I have had the ability to work with some beautiful, beautiful women. And I know that society paints this picture like men are not present, Black men are not present in the lives of their children. But let me tell you, the clients that I have, Their husbands and boyfriends, when I tell you they're on point, they are on point. They are at when we do prenatal visits, they're at prenatal visits. If we're doing a childbirth education classes, those dads are there. They're asking questions. They want to know and they want to be involved. And it makes me so proud and so happy to see. Recently had a client, she discussed her concerns about how the relationship would be after the baby got there. And, he was saying that, he's there, he's not going anywhere, he got her. And I was telling him how important it is to communicate. Things are definitely going to change. That first year is going to be really tough. It's going to be really, really hard. And marriages and relationships have been shown to fail because once you bring a child into the equation, you forget to do those things that you did before. You're not, taking time for one another. And granted, it is difficult to do. You're not sleeping like you used to sleep. Baby's up every 2 hours, at the least hungry, want to eat. You got to feed them. You're not sleeping regularly. You're not, being intimate, like you used to be. You're not doing date night. You're not talking to each other. And sleep deprivation, that's one that I also meant to talk about. Sleep deprivation is a beast, okay? Listen, I've been there 4 times, and my baby girl is 4, and I still don't sleep regularly through the night. I'm still waking up because I'm still feeling like I'm on that schedule. What time is it? Does she need to eat? Do they need to eat? Are they okay? I'm still like worrying about that. So my sleep schedule, I'm still off, okay? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But, sleep deprivation is something serious. You got to make sure that you are getting that rest. So if you are able to communicate with each other, work together with each other to kind of recognize these signs and symptoms in each other, and just, know that, hey, it's okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to make it through this. We are going to be fine. You can do this. You can do this. I commend all dads out there that have been there from day one. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Father's Day. It just makes me proud. I'm just thinking about it. It just makes me really, really proud to know the fathers that are present now. But yes, so I just want to get on here really, really quickly and talk about, paternal postpartum depression. Also, paternal postpartum depression can look like happiness. People with depression, people with anxiety, sometimes they've been so good at masking it and hiding it that you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know that they're depressed. You wouldn't even know that they're sad. And, people say it all the time when something tragic happens. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. So sometimes little subtle signs are there. But just, try to pay attention to each other. Don't be afraid to speak up and say, hey, look, something's off. I'm not feeling right, something is wrong, especially if you have that foundation with your partner and with your mate and you feel safe enough to talk to them about things like this. A lot of people don't speak up, men and women, but mainly men, because society looks at men as being, these strong macho men, and you're not supposed to talk about your feelings. You're not supposed to let the world know that you're struggling with anything. You're not supposed to let the world know that you're sad. You feel like you're falling apart. You don't have it together. Because the minute you say that, the majority of people will look at you like there's something wrong with you. What is wrong with you? Why don't you? But I don't want any of you out there, if you are feeling that way, if you have felt that way, to continue to feel that way, because you're worth it. If you need help, please, please, please do not hesitate to get help. There is help out there. There are resources. I know, especially in the Black community, we don't reach out when it comes to, our mental health, because it's frowned upon. You have therapists out there who sometimes do not have your best interests at heart. They, don't really want to help you. And we have our family who feel like we shouldn't speak up if we feel like something is going on. But things are changing. Things are changing. And mental health in the Black community is starting to be a priority. It needs to continue to be a priority, something that we focus on. But yeah, like I said, I want to get on here really quickly and talk about paternal postpartum depression, just to put that on your mind, to let you know that, women aren't the only ones who deal with things after labor and delivery. Men do as well. So as always, comment, like, and subscribe. I hope you all like this video, and I will catch you on the next one.